So we have a natural predisposition to give, to want to help,
Mhm.
to want to be of service, to want to care for other people, which is a beautiful gift. And our gifts can
Mhm.
also be our kryptonites, right? It's like we have to
Mhm.
learn how to protect and hold sacred our gifts so
Mm.
that we don't weaponize them against ourselves. And
Totally.
and so the way I always say it is like, I can give to my husband, to my clients, to my friends, to my family until that limit where I expect something in return.
Mm.
Because when I pass that limit,
Mhm.
then I'm not giving from myself. Like I'm not giving from my own inherent desire or urge to care or help or love. I'm giving because I expect something in return.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that is crucial.
Mhm. So actually, I don't know if I shared this with you, but I'm having another episode coming up about covert contracts and drama triangle, which is also part of this dynamic. So we can totally touch on covert contracts because I feel like I could talk about that for ages. But yeah, I think what I'd really love is, especially, so what I'm thinking about is for nurse practitioners, this may be a really novel conversation for people, and I think it can be hard sometimes to parse out. It's like, "Oh, well, I that's part of my job. Like, I am a caregiver. Like, I'm here to help people and support them and guide them and all this stuff." And I think that's why it also gets super messy because it's like it is inherently part of the job that you are giving and being of service. But like, so I'd love to break it down even more with like some examples. Like, I don't know, are there any examples you can specifically speak to, whether like, I guess if you're speaking with the care, like the clients that you work with who are in caregiving professions, like, can you think of any examples of like, w- I learn really well from examples, and also like what's the positive and negative or what's the opposite of each other. So like what does a caretaking exchange look like? So maybe, for example, like if you had an example or thinking about a nurse practitioner like working in the clinic setting, could be an example of like, caretaking in a colleague relationship, caretaking in a boss relationship, caretaking in a patient relationship. Like there's so many ways that this can show up. Like what is an example of the quote unquote healthier way versus the caretaking way?